على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. قال الله تعالى في شأن حبيبه مخبرا وآمرا: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وأصحاب سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رحمة للعالمين وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا محبوب رب العالمين. As you're all aware, today is one of the great days in the calendar. We passed by a virtuous night. All nights are moments for us to attain the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the time of the night calls out to whoever wants it. The forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls out to whoever wants it. And then you have these virtuous nights which are even more special. And yesterday, whether you gathered here in this masjid or you gathered in any other masjid, yesterday we performed extra ibadat, we did extra tawbah, we did extra effort to attain the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the maghfirah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yesterday, very quickly, summarizing yesterday's topic and talk that we had here, we spoke upon forgiveness and tawbah and the importance of tawbah. And what's very key is to never lose hope in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I mentioned that, when somebody does something wrong, when somebody succumbs to the whispers of the shaitan and they do something wrong, if you feel this feeling of guilt, this feeling of guilt and sorrow in your heart, that you've done something wrong, you've gone against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you, know that this is a sign of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calling you. Because there are many people out there who do wrong repeatedly, who do bad and evil repeatedly, again and again and again, continuously, but they don't feel anything in their heart. Their hearts are so hardened, उनके दिल जो वो पत्थर बन जाते हैं, due to the extent of the guna, and after that, there is no going back. Because they don't feel guilt, they don't feel bad, how are they going to turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So, if you do something bad, if you do something wrong, and you feel a sense of guilt in your heart, you feel a sense of sorrow in your heart, know that that is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala waiting for you to come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We mentioned a couple of other things about tawbah. And it's very key and important because the month of Ramadan is on its way, it's coming. We are ready to welcome the month of Ramadan again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows all to reach the month of Ramadan, allows all to benefit from the month of Ramadan coming up. Ameen. But it's important to prepare. And one of the wisdoms, one of the beauties of the 15th of Sha'ban is that it's right before the month of Ramadan. And why it's so close to the month of Ramadan? Because when Ramadan comes, it gives us a chance to do tayyari for Ramadan by doing tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this night. Another thing, you said, it's become a bit of a theme and a bit of a formality that you see that people, what they are doing now is they are making a message on their phone, or they are taking and copying a message on their phone. Today, Assalamu alaikum, today is the 15th of Sha'ban, today is Shab-e Barat, right? If I've done anything wrong to you, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, forgive me. Jazakallah, and send. And what they do is to broadcast this, or they send it and forward it to everybody on their contact list. My brothers, this isn't seeking forgiveness. This is not seeking forgiveness. You're not seeking forgiveness. When you wrong somebody, when you do bad to somebody, they will feel that. They will hold that. They will hold that with them. That memory of you wronging them and doing bad to them, it will stick with them. And no text message is going to get rid of that. No WhatsApp forward is going to get rid of that. What is going to get rid of that is you going to them, making the effort of standing in front of them, looking them in the eye to eye, and then sincerely apologizing in front of them. That is what's going to earn you forgiveness. Not a text message. Not a forwarded message on WhatsApp. It is a good thought. It's a beautiful thought. But it's not enough. If you have wronged someone, you need to make the effort of going through them, sitting with them, eye to eye, and then humbling yourself in front of them. And then you will get that forgiveness. Then they will, take the time and think, you know what, I forgive you. But no text message is going to do that. And another point as well. These messages, they get sent to all the wrong people. The message goes to all the people who you've not done anything to, who you've not wronged, who are happy with you, who don't even need to forgive you. But the people who you have wronged, you're not even on good terms with them, you're not even speaking to them, the message won't even go to them. So, not working on one side because the message is not enough, and not working on the other side because the message doesn't even go to the people that it needs to go to. So seeking forgiveness is not a mere text message and not a mere tapping of the phone and I've got maafi. No. When you've done wrong to somebody, we're humans, we will do wrong. We're humans, we will make mistakes. Right? We're not masoom. None of us are masoom. We are all sinners. Right? But the successful people are those who make up what they do wrong. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran mentions tawbah countless of times, mentions His mercy countless of times, mentions His forgiveness countless of times. And He, Jalla wa ala, He describes the people who do wrong and then they purify themselves and then they go back and return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they do tawbah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at one point even says that He changes their evil acts into good deeds for them as well, and He forgives them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the ta'ib. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the one who seeks forgiveness from Him. Then we said, what is tawbah? Tawbah is of three conditions. The first condition of tawbah is that you feel bad, you feel guilt, you feel it in your heart that you've done wrong. Second, you raise your hands to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you admit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, I have done wrong. You accept your wrongdoing. Tawbah cannot be done if you feel that you've not done anything wrong. So tawbah isn't, I don't think I've done wrong, but I do tawbah anyway. That's not tawbah. Tawbah is accepting what you've done, taking responsibility for what you have done. Ya Allah, I have slipped up. Ya Allah, I have done zulm on myself. Ya Allah, I have done wrong. I am a gunagar. I am sinful. That is tawbah, when you take responsibility. That's two. And the third one is to do wada and to make a paki niyyah, paki intention, a firm intention. Ya Allah, how major sins are for you. Right? And the ulama also say, once a person goes through these conditions and steps to do tawbah for his sins, for his major sins, the ulama say, if he does not return to that sin again, they say that is a sign that his tawbah has been accepted in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have to make the effort. God is very close. And Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam would encourage the Sahaba kiram. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam would do dua, oh Allah, now reach the month of Ramadan. Prepare for the month of Ramadan. And not being prepared by stocking up on all the ingredients at home for the beautiful iftar dinners. No. I mean preparing spiritually. Doing tawbah. Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. Yesterday I mentioned the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would do istighfar how many times in a day? Two narrations mention this. One narration says 70 times in a day, Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would do istighfar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Istighfar means to seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another narration says he would do istighfar 100 times in a day. And just think to yourself, who is he Who is he, sallallahu alayhi wasallam? He is the best of creation, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he would do tawbah 100 times in a day. Not because he was sinful, he was far from sin. He was ma'soom. He never sinned. He was free from sin. He was the most lofty personality. He was the most high of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He went to a place where nobody else has been. He has passed a boundary that no angel has passed this boundary. He is the most high from the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But even he would seek forgiveness 100 times in a day to teach us. And who are we? We are sinful. Every fiber of our bodies is drowning in sin. I want to finish the topic that we are on. That is Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And last week we mentioned about his life just around the Hijrah and when he performed the Hijrah with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And inshallah next week we will inshallah have a short discussion about the fiqh of fasting, the virtues of fasting, so we can get in the mode, we can get ready for the month of Ramadan which is coming for us inshallah, and we can truly benefit and truly take all the treasures that we can from the month of Ramadan inshallah. Next week we'll begin on that. And today very quickly, just to wrap up Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf's teachings and his life, he has a key role in the death of one of the fiercest enemies of Islam, Abu Jahl, the Fir'aun of this ummah. And this is a very beautiful story. One, if I go into narrating, inshallah, we will get late for Jamaat, but he has a key role there as well. Not only that, he was also a very, very knowledgeable individual from the Sahaba Kiram. Not only that, because the month of Ramadan is coming, there is a waqia of his that shows you how much taqwa he had as well. The month of Ramadan is coming and it's related to fasting. He was fasting one day and he sat for iftar. And when he saw the food in front of him, he started to ponder and think about the food that was in front of him. What do we do when it's iftar time? We don't think about anything. We take the kajur, we take the water, and then we begin on the starters, then the mains, then the desserts. And by the time Tarawih comes around, we're so full of food that it's very, very difficult for us to get off the sofa. But he's waiting for iftar, and he's very, very sad and upset. He begins to cry, he begins to weep. And then when he's questioned, what is the matter, why are you upset? He says something very profound, something beautiful. He says, how blessed are we that we have this food? How has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us? The words of this effect, then he says, summarizing it, he says, what if for all the good that we do in this world, we are rewarded for everything that we do in this world, and we have nothing left for the hereafter? And this causes him to cry and weep, that he loses all his appetite. He's been fasting all day. But when he sits in front of that food, he thinks to himself that, what if all the good on the khair that we do in this world, Allah gives us the jaza for it in this dunya, and then we've got nothing in the akhirah. What are we going to do in the akhirah then? And he loses his appetite and he steps away from the food. This is just a difference of mentality, a difference of soch to the type of insan that lives today. And this is just something for us to ponder about. وآخر دعوايا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.